Hello listeners, I am Yusuf Saleh with the color with the continuation of the Hausa's English novel called I Found Love in His Eye. Last time we stopped where Zainab said I broke the glass of water and he did not look at my direction. And I dropped the glass and went back straight to my room. We will continue with the chapter 11. It has been 6 months since I started my service. I do go to visit Baba every 2 months to see my younger ones. The bond between me and Ismail grows bigger every day. I normally close by 2 p.m. and Yusuf by 5 p.m. I saved him the stress of taking me back home, which was totally against his will because he felt Uncle Sunusi will sense something between us. Ismail closed by 12 p.m., but he will wait in the mosque for me to close. He took it a duty upon himself to always take me back home. On our way home, Ismail took me to Drumstick for a lunch. After eating the meal, he asked me to pay for us, and we all laughed. This is not camp, you know, I said, laughing my chest out. Yes, and I am sorry about that. I was just trying to test you at camp, he replied. Hope I passed them all. Yes, you did, Zainab. You are an amazing lady that any man will crave to be with you. You will make an amazing wife, mother, and homemaker. Stop teasing me, Ismail, I say, holding my blushing. I am not teasing you. I want you to accept my love, and I promise you everything will work out, inshallah. I smiled and nodded with agreement. He dropped me back home, and I could not wait to tell Rahila and Mufida about it. Our bonds grew bigger, and I grew more fond of Ismail. Yusuf always avoided me in the house, though Auntie Halima teased us occasionally. Yusuf does not say anything to me. He became the hard guy that he was always been, and I just needed to make things clear for him and make him understand that I am also not interested in marrying him. If we join forces, our parents may reason with us and stop thinking that we will make a couple when none of us is interested in being one, I thought. There was no one at home, and I went downstairs and straight to his room. I knocked several times before he finally opened. I saw him with vest for the first time, with muzzuk, and he was having the most sexiest chest hair I have seen in my life. He was putting on a bold face, but I still concentrated on his pure white teeth. What do you want? He asked. I was speechless, and I was lost in thought of hugging him. How would someone have a perfect body like Yusuf? Oh, he exclaimed and went back to pick up his shirt. He came out and I was still standing and looking at him. I want to talk to you, I said. Let's go outside and talk then. I followed him at his back as he made his way into the garden. What do you want to talk about? He asked. I want to talk about you and me. I want to talk about you and me, I stammered. What about us? He asked, looking at me as if I have stolen his soul. Since we are not good for each other, I think. Do I ever tell you we are not good for each other? He asked. I mean, since we don't have interest in the joining marriage stuff, I think we should tell our parents about it. You don't have interest in the marriage stuff? He replied to me. No, I mean that since we are not interested, it is better we tell them, and I am sure that they will let us be. You have someone you love? He asked me, and I tried hard to retain my anger. Now this is the definition of when you say something is annoying. Why is he making fool out of me when he already understood what I am talking about? I thought as I looked at his face. I smiled instead and nodded my head. Is he the one that always picks you up at home? He asked. I nodded with agreement. Do you love him? He asked again. Yes, I do love him, Yaya Yusuf, I replied. Okay, since you love him, it is high time you tell him you have someone you are getting married to soon. I raised my head up and gave him a shocking look. What is all this, Yaya Yusuf? We don't even talk. I don't even know you. I know nothing about you and we live the worst these days. He walked past me with my mind full of thoughts. I was so happy that I will be officially dating Ismail after a long friendship before he spoiled my mood. At least I know Ismail a lot better than Yusuf. How will I break the news to Ismail? I said to myself. I ran back to the room and I cried my heart out. I don't want Mufida to notice something was wrong with me that day, but instead, she entered the room and saw me on the praying mat crying. Zainab, me ya faru? She asked me. I just saw you a few minutes ago gisting with Yaya Yusuf. I hope all is well, she said again. Mufida, Yaya Yusuf is very mean. He is unconsiderate and wicked. He is the most selfish human I have seen in my life. I am sorry I am talking about your brother this way. It is totally okay, Zainab. Just tell me what happened, she said. You know I told you about loving Ismail that always been by my side. I tell her. Yes, she replied. What happened to him? She asked me. He asked me out. I thought telling Yusuf will make him convince our parent about us, but he asked me to inform Ismail that I will be getting married soon. What? Mufida exclaimed. He does not love you and does not want anybody to love you? What type of thing is this now? Mufida said. That was what he said, Mufida. He does not love me, Mufida. It's just wickedness and selfishness, I added. Stop crying, I will talk to him. I don't know what has come over Yaya Yusuf these days. She left me all alone to my thought. And I dialed Rahila number, who left us earlier to school for her final semester. It has been 3 days since I don't go to work. Yusuf did not even bother checking me up or talking to me about going to office. Auntie Halima told me Yusuf informed her that I was not feeling too well, and since then she had been checking up on me before going to work. Mufida was always busy with the clinics during her internship. Our gists were mainly about her patient and clinics. She was bookworm, I would say, always reading and minding her business. She always tells me to avoid her brother because he can be mean sometimes. Though she tried showing me he have a good side that I will love someday. And she also advised that I should always pray in every situation I find myself in. Listeners, subscribe to our channel for the full story. Have a good day.